we gonna talk this. Here the individual here, so-called Israelites always out here talking about salvation is for everybody. Everybody salvation. We all get God's grace. Scriptures, any scripture they read, they apply it to everybody. So let me try something for y'all right now. I like doing sometime artificial intelligence. I like doing kind of live sometimes so y'all can actually see work it. Let me say, in the Bible, Psalms 147, 19, in the Bible, Psalms 147, 19 and 20, God only gave his word to the children of Israel. When you read the book of Isaiah chapter 28, 19, it said, for precepts must. That means you must use precepts because it's giving you this instruction on how to read the Bible. Hold on, let me try this again. In the Bible, in the book of Isaiah chapter 28, it said for precept, chapter 28, it say for precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line. Here a little, there a little. The scriptures say you must do this when breaking down scriptures. Psalms 119, 104 says, through thy precepts I get understanding. A lot of times when Christians open the Bible, they do not address the audience that's being addressed in the Bible, and they will apply the conversation in the Bible to everybody when the conversation is directed at a specific audience. Agree or disagree? The reason why I want to do this with y'all, because a lot of times when y'all pick the Bible, y'all just grab scriptures and verses and say, I agree. I want y'all to see this. I'm gonna have to turn it this way. It say, can the light see? Maybe I gotta move it back. It say that agree. It say, agree. I want y'all to see agree. It's how I agree with the importance of qualification. Sound Bible interpretation should first ask who is speaking to whom and under what covenant and circumstance and point of the passage. Ignoring the origin or audience can turn specific warning, promise, or prophecy into something the text never actually says. Biblical context includes the audience, historical settings, and authoritative purpose. So what it's saying is when y'all pick up the Bible, y'all never address the audience. What do you mean by that? Y'all would say, well, can you go to the book of Galatians, page 3 and 28? And I might ask, well, who are the Galatians? Who is that letter wrote to? Because this is a letter Paul is writing. Y'all skip past the beginning of the letter and just pick up a part of the letter and then apply it to everyone. So I want you to hear what artificial intelligence says again. And this is the problem with Christianity when y'all do this. The whole Bible is about children of Israel. But what y'all do is y'all never address the audience that the scripture is applying to. So this is what artificial intelligence said. I agree, because I asked if you agree or disagree with the things I just said. It said, I agree with the important qualification. Sound Bible interpretation should first ask, who is speaking, one, to whom, like is speaking, and who is being addressed to when it's speaking, under what covenant is the law, the prophecy, and that's what we need to do. A lot of people think I'm into religion. I don't believe in that in religion. I ain't even in the religion. I mean, like an Israelite is not a religion. You know how white folks over there call themselves Israelis and Jews? So I'm the real Jew. They are fake Jews. I say I'm an Israelite. They are Israelis. Why? Because they're the prophecies of the people in the book to be in the covenant, the promises, everything the Most High offers the children of Israel. What Christians do is take a Bible, open it up, and then start applying to everybody. And they never really address the audience who the Most High talks to. It says, let's read Isaiah 28 is straightforward Bible study rule that one must assemble and isolate verses here a little and there a little. You know how sometimes when y'all see us go to pick up the Bible and y'all see us go to the Old Testament, and then first one of you Christians they use. That's how the Most High told us to buy. He said, I say this got terrible internet, so y'all got to bear with me. It said in context, Isaiah is confronting proud, spiritual, dull leaders. He said, and Judah repeats the phrase, is commonly understood. So comparing scripture with scripture can be valuable. So now let's keep going. Psalms 119, 104. Through thy precepts I get understanding. Therefore I hate every other fault. If you're reading the Bible, not precept upon precept, my God said he hates the way you read the Bible. He said he hates every other false way. That's what the scriptures say. That's not the Israelites twisting scriptures. So when y'all go Galatians 3 and 28 and don't use no other verses, my God said he hates the way you read the Bible. You go, what your John 3:14 say? You don't know, my God said he hates the way you read the Bible. He hates the way you read the Bible. Through thy precept, I get understanding. Therefore, the scriptures say. So it say a passage can have a direct audience and still offer principles run the off. The areas treating every statement as if it was addressed. And they say, like, when y'all address these statements and y'all just make them be about everybody. Like, for instance, I'll say John 3:16, Jesus Christ died for the world. He died for everybody and he loved everybody. But then the next page, John 4:22, Christ said out his own mouth, salvation was only for the Jews. He said salvation is for the Jews. That's what Christ said. But wouldn't that contradict John 3 saying something totally different on the next page? Which makes me know that John 3:16, Christ couldn't have died for the entire planet. See, what y'all don't understand is, like, now we have third world countries, don't we? We have Haiti. We have different third world countries. The word world just means Christ told you in John 79, I pray for them that was given to me. I pray not for the world. So now Christ saying he don't even pray for the sin that y'all say that he died for. Wouldn't make sense. So we got to rightly divide scriptures when we break them down. You might say, well, why I'm so heavy in studying the Bible? Because as I watch World War III take place, because Turkey is about to get involved. Turkey is about to get involved. So as these other nations is getting involved into this war, this ain't something that Americans, I don't feel that way, but I love black folks feel like America can't be stopped. They're gonna win, and nothing can stop. That's not the truth. So as World War is ready to take place, as we watch food shortages, as we watch not only food shortages, worry about what we eat now because they're coming out with Illinois is just, and I was in Chicago when they approved for them to make meat and food in laboratories. They are creating food for us to eat. Me personally, I think the food they create, it gives us cancer. And the reason why I say this is just I'm not saying this scientifically, I can prove this, but I know a lot of the ingredients they put in our food now are cancer causing. Have you noticed how cancer been up? How everybody just really dying from cancer now? If you don't get shot or killed or something out here, more than likely you're gonna die from cancer. It's like that's what's happening now. Something that's never used to happen before. So as these fake foods and everything happening in these laboratories, Turkey getting ready to get in the war, gas packs. Remember how they talked about famines and rumors of war and race wars? We watching black folks getting hung. Let me pull these numbers for y'all, because I don't really think this is in 2026. A lot of these things is taking place right now. So I want nobody to say, "Oh, that's old." I want to count the number of folks that's being killed in the sun. Let me see. Oh, I love this. Let me read this about Timothy. You know how some Christians know the battle was. They say Timothy's father was a Greek. Let's really get down to it when I had this debate. He said, yes, I give you direct text-based answers, not forced conclusion or clues. Where I was wrong before, this is artificial intelligence, me debating artificial intelligence. I should say so plainly, Acts 16:1 calls Timothy father a Greek, but it does not provide his genealogy or explicitly identify him as a non-Israelite. And Numbers 1:18 presents Israel tribal genealogy, as I reckon, by the house of their fathers. So Timothy's mother, being Jewish, does not by itself provide Israelite tribal descent. A biblical framework, meaning in the Bible, just like in science, everything comes from the father, not the mother. So artificial intelligence is agreeing with me on that. The mother being Jewish wouldn't really matter. It's about the father. It say likewise, Galatians calls its recipients Galatians and speaks of Greek. He said, and address assemblies, but those terms alone do not explicitly state every recipient lineage. The Israelite only interpretation is possible only as argument drawn from connecting passages. It should not be presented in direct statement. So we say we come up with our conclusion. Why? Like, for instance, if the children of Israel went through the Greek captivity in Maccabees, and a lot of the children of Israel converted over into Greeks, when you get to the New Testament, where did them Greeks go? Where did them Greeks go that was in Greek? Where did they go? This is something else I need y'all to be aware of. I said the most suitable count I can verify from public reporting in the last 7 black people hanged in the U.S. 2026 so far. So it says so far in 2026, 7 black people got hung. You know, these are the same black people y'all say that that slavery shit is old. All that shit old. They ain't doing that no more. You know how you niggas be making sales and y'all got kind of cool with white folks, and now y'all think everybody cool because y'all met some cool ones and all that old shit. Well, they said 7. Who is hanging these black folks? It's the question I need to ask. Who was hanging them? It said honest limitations. It said at least 7 is an accurate wording, not verified nationwide total, because the U.S. does not appear to have a single official real-time public database tracking people found hanging by race, age, location, a dispute. So what they're saying is they don't even keep count of how many people actually got hung. So what they don't even really have. We know for a fact this year 7 people was hung. But when you ask how many was hung overall, now artificial intelligence said, well, database don't really keep up with that. As far as race, who get hung, this, we don't really keep up with that. So let's keep going. The 7 figures in a media compilation of publicly reported 2026 cases. So it could include cases or exclude facts later changed by medical examiners or findings. Of those 7 public reported, described at least 4 suicide findings or police conclusion, meaning out of the 7 people that was hung, they said the police concluded that 4 of them committed suicide. I guess black folks, we into committing suicide, going out there tying a tree, a noose around a tree, and we hang ourselves now. I guess that's how we doing it now, because that's what they trying to say. Was according to the police report committed suicide. That's if y'all want to believe that shit. If you can't see that when Christ say when the end of times is coming, you're gonna hear about race wars. We having race wars right now. But you know the sad thing about it, white folks ain't feeling about us like I feel like a lot of black folks feel about them. Y'all still trying to love and hold hands and kumbaya and we shall overcome. Let me read some more stuff to you. What I'm giving y'all is in databases. So you're going to be like, oh, the Israelites did this. So now I'm about to read something else to y'all. Let me read this. I think it's this. That's where here it is. Let me go up some. So let me start back up here. It said, yes, a newer data still points in that direction. And let me tell you what I'm reading. I'm reading this is called the Public Religion Research Institute. So it's PRI. That's what it stands for. It stands for the Public Religion Research Institute. Black folks didn't put this together. So I need y'all to read. I want y'all to understand this. And the reason why I need y'all to understand this is because the compassion and love we keep for our enemies, and we keep saying all white people ain't racist and all white people ain't bad. It's because we have that one friend or we know a couple of white people. So I'm going to read to you what the data said. This is not me saying, the school saying it. It said, yes, a newer data still points in that direction. Since 2022, work found that 67 of white Americans' core or social network were entirely white, which means most white respondents still reported no non-white people in their closest networks. So now they're saying that, let me keep going before I finish. That is not exactly the same wording as no black friends, but it still supports a broader idea that many white Americans still have few or no black friends in their close circle. The PRRI earlier 2014 reporting said 75% of whites had entirely white social networks without any minority present, which is very close to the claim. Saying from 22, even from 13 up to now, they say most white people say they don't associate with nobody outside their own. So if I'm reading something that says 75%, let me drop down some more. There's some more to go on. The PRRI stands for Public Religion Research Institute. It researches organizations that does not public Salaki. It research organizations that does public opinion survey and topics like religion, race, politics, and social networks. So when I said the PRRI, I meant the PRI survey about American friendship networks, where they found that white American core social networks were still mostly white. So what am I saying, Azab? What you talking about? Well, 75% of white folks say they don't deal with nobody outside their own race. I didn't take these statistics. White folks took these statistics. So when I hear you white folks or you black folks say, oh, black people ain't bad. All white people ain't bad. We got a lot of good white people. White people, when I hear y'all talk like that, especially in Dayton, Cincinnati, in these areas, well, according to statistics, 75% of the white population say they don't even deal with blacks. Well, anybody outside their core, white folks, they don't deal with nobody outside of whites. That's what they say. I didn't say it. I didn't make these numbers. I didn't take these numbers. I'm just reading you the statistics. So it seems like we live under this illusion. We all coming together. I just almost got into it today twice. I was at the gas station today, just getting me some gas. And when I pulled in, this white woman was in between two pumps talking to another black woman. So when I pulled up, I hit the horn like, hey, asked the white woman, could she back up? She say, cool. Black woman looks over the pump and tell me move to another pump because they talking. They talk. This is what the black woman said. Well, won't you move over there because we talking? The white woman, and she was in the car with her dude. She just backed up. So when I backed up, I said, you know what? I'm going to go to this other pump. So I went to the other pump to pump my gas. I'm telling you this because this is how this get killed. That's why I need to tell this story, narrated for dumb niggas. So after I get my gas, I go to walk in the pump to go pay for my gas. The white folks didn't say a word. The black woman say, you better not say nothing to me. You don't want to say nothing to me. My son, my kids in these streets. My kid, this is what a black woman, she bragging about her kids in the streets. I'll call my son right up here right now saying, if you call him, he gonna die. He gonna die right up here at this gas station. Calling. This is how, see, and the reason why I'm saying this, because I'm really saying this to a lot of you dumb niggas out there. Y'all have these females call y'all dumbass, and y'all won't even know what's going on. Y'all jump in y'all car and rush to a situation not knowing that she totally wrong. Because you know what? When you got a thorough woman, a woman that's about her business, let me tell you how thorough women move. Because a lot of these bitches out here ain't shit. These mamas ain't shit. Their kids ain't shit. That's why the society is going bad now. We ain't got no real mamas out here. We got mamas that take care of their son, look out for their son. They be buying their son, washing their son clothes, and their son in their 20s. So when their son get another woman, and you hear these women making these interviews about all these bitch ass niggas out, it's because of you women. You women is the reason why it's a lot of bitch ass niggas out here. You women is the ones be raising these women, these children. I'm talking about y'all still buying them clothes and shit when they in their teens. Y'all still taking care of these niggas when they're grown. That's why I don't respect none of these niggas out here hollering they street niggas, because when I went to jail when I was a young nigga, I started off at 12 years old. I didn't call my mama. I knew when from the time in Chicago, when I jumped off the porch, nigga, mama gone. This is what I chose. So whatever come with this, this is where I got to be. But I was a thinking nigga, though. I was a thinking nigga. That's why I'm still alive. I said, I watch you females all the time drape these dumb niggas into something, and when they get killed or war started, y'all sitting back or y'all make these dumbass flyers or talk about how a nigga murdered y'all son, and you want to put y'all son in these situations. I ain't never seen listen, when I say a culture so destroyed, and it's these women, 90% of them is these women. I don't give a fuck if a bitch want to hear it or not, saying what I said, and I'm standing on it. Ain't no bras out here, mamas no more. These females out here want to be cool with their kids. They want to be friends with their kids. They don't discipline their kids. They don't do none of that shit. And you know what happened? That kid grows up with a certain mentality. And he goes out here into these streets. And one day he might run into a nigga like me, a nigga that's trying to change. But every now and then this monkey get on my back when a nigga cross my path because I know he ain't like me. I'll be ready to go. I'll be ready to go. I'm talking about it'll stick on my spirit so much that the more harder I try to avoid you dumb niggas, the more y'all keep getting in my way. And I'm trying to tell y'all, this ain't even what y'all want. You know why I'll be trying to stop myself? Because my mind don't work like y'all mind work. When my mind snap, I don't think about consequences. I don't care about prison. I don't care about none of that. And every time a nigga then stepped up and I had to knock him down, I be sitting in jail saying, man, I shouldn't even did that shit. I knew I shouldn't have did that. Damn, man, I shouldn't have did, man. Damn, why that nigga make me do that? That's what I always do. I always have to do that. I always have to go through that, man. When a nigga get older or you see a man walking somewhere, don't always think he the victim. You got to realize all this YN shit. I don't give a damn about none of that because I was once a YN. Us older niggas, we was once YNs too. And we live to be older niggas because we stopped thinking like YNs. We got a lot smarter and we weren't thinking like YNs no more. That's why I'm still around. So I don't give a damn no YN because I was once one. I tell you YN and y'all ain't got them switches. Oh, this shit is pathetic. You got to believe. I've been in maximum security in there. It's pathetic. This message is to all you women out there that's in relationships with y'all son. I'm going to say in relationships with y'all son because y'all ain't mamas. Y'all more like, the shit be so sickening out here. I don't even know what a mama is no more. Y'all, it's like y'all in relationships with y'all son. And the whole time I was thinking, because it took me a while to calm down. I said, if this woman call her son up here, I'm going to kill him. I ain't going to even think twice. If he pop out this car with all that, I'm going to die. Guys don't know how to be a thorough woman. This is what thorough woman do. A thorough woman, she don't put her man into nothing. A thorough woman, she don't put her son in nothing. Especially if she know her son or her man really own that, she ain't gonna never put him in a situation. A thorough bride, she move a certain way. Why? Because she knows she got killers on her team and she ain't trying to get them in trouble. That's what thorough females do. So they don't put their men in certain situations because they know this nigga gonna niggas. I've never seen no shit like this in my life. That's why I don't be caring when these niggas be dying. And you see him, oh baby, oh my son. Man, your son was out here robbing. To be a jack boy. And whatever came along with that, nigga, I was willing to accept it. And my mama was too. When things happened with me, my mama didn't show up. My mama said, I know what type of son I got. So I ain't about to be sitting out here faking. Why? Because my mama off the south side of Chicago, but my mama didn't raise me to be that way. See, my mama used to make me read books. My mama stayed on top of my ass. You know how I got in the streets? Because my mama was like, if you ain't going to follow these rules, and my mama stood 10 toes down. If I come back to that house, nigga, no, you got this is what we going to do. I had chores when I was a child. I had to wash dishes. I'm talking about as a teenager. I had to clean up. It was my week. I might have to wash dishes, then go outside, and she didn't even know. I just went and robbed some niggas after I got through washing the dishes, you know? And my hands were soft as hell because I was using Dawn as I washed them dishes. I used to have to read books. I had chores. My mother instilled into me structure. My father, he was a street nigga and a musician. So I had a chance to go this way or that way. I skipped the grade in school. I don't need to watch listen to Tupac. I don't need to do no push-ups. It's just gonna click on. Most High, he has a different name. It's a different title given to him. So I say all that to say, for you women that's so quick, you said, I'm still going through that. Yeah, I feel you. Hey, but I feel you. And then you know what's so crazy? That's my little brother, little Allen, right there. He a real live goon. Real live goon. My little, I'm gonna tell you something. I didn't even have little brothers. I wouldn't even call a dude my little brother, unless he was like me. I don't even embrace everybody unless they like me. You know, man, this ain't that. This ain't that. We be the niggas that always be in there thinking, trying to fight a body now. We trying to be the case now. And now all of a sudden, that same killer shit that people be talking every time your ass go to court, you ain't gonna be able to believe it. I'm trying to tell you, it's been so many times I sat in that courtroom and I'm thinking to myself, like, man, this dude was shooting at me. I got him. Now, what? I'm the bad guy. It always happened like that. This nigga or his people not to come to court on you. Man, hey, man, tell that nigga don't come to court on me. And this nigga all of a sudden forgot all the killer shit he was on, all the tough stuff he was on. And now you pleading with him because you didn't kill him. You mangled his ass. You tried to get him. But now you can't stop this nigga from coming to court. And the crazy part is you trying to remember in your head, like, man, where did all that other shit go to? Y'all should be glad that the Most High took me from this, man. And I pray to God every day that y'all don't want me back in them streets. When I'm in here, man, I'm talking about I don't have no filter. I don't have no feelings. I don't have none of that. This truth is why I'm in here, man. This truth is why I came to this truth, is to help change my life. That's why I came. I got blood on my hands, literally. I felt like my God forgave me. So I'll be trying to forgive you niggas when y'all cross my path. I'm really trying to tell you this about me on my mama. If something ever go down and y'all call a nigga and I down him on my mama's life, going with him. Be there when he show up. You not gonna get a pass. You going with him. And I'm trying to stay with the Most High. This the path y'all want me on. Y'all don't want me on the other paths. Y'all don't. All I do is pick up a phone and start calling up my brothers. Hey, we back. And they probably gonna say, nigga, we've been tired of these niggas. Niggas trying to change, man. Let a nigga change. Nigga, man. That's what y'all should do. Let a nigga change and stay with the Most High. And see, you know, but get off this because I was watching y'all get violated in there without them guns. I'm watching y'all trying to join gangs and everything, Muslims and everything else, and then y'all come back to the streets and now y'all killers again. Well, I ain't respecting none of that. That's what I'm, bro. I'm so good. I got so much love for you, bro. I was so I seen your funeral, and like I love it when we like solid niggas. Man, we are the ISUPK at 125th. Mothers. Taking care of this nigga, doing all this shit for this nigga, and then turn around talking about how niggas ain't shit, and ain't shit niggas. All ain't shit coming from ain't shit women. With that, shalom, I love you too.